Hi everybody, I'm Taigu, and today, in this drizzle, in this almost spring, and you cannot catch the moment where spring breaks out, when spring bursts out. In this drizzle, I want to share a few useless thoughts about something that actually was discussed on the Treaty Forum recently. Somebody asked, what do you do when you get insights? As you practice, as you sit, you might indeed get something, sudden breakthrough, an inspiring thought. And we'd like to collect these treasures. The natural tendency is to pile them up. As we pile up stuff in our rooms, on the back of our mind, as we collect memories to give substance, a body, to the feel of I exist. My humble invitation is to dump them. Insights? What are we talking about? Now, when we sit, we're going through a lot of stuff. I mean, lots of things going on as we sit. Everybody can tell you that. Rubbish, and things that don't look that much rubbish-like. Mud, but also apparently pearls. The way I've been instructed to sit, but more than that, what I learned all through those years, very few years, is to not be attached to anything. I am not a mere collection of insights. I don't want to be a dead fish, dry out. If wisdom has to manifest itself, and it sometimes maybe does, I don't care really, you know. It's in the moment. It's now. And I'm thinking, what did I think? What did I experience then? Oh yes. No, I'm not playing that game at all. Am I anti-intellectual? Well, you know, guys, I don't know. I don't think so. I started my career as a university lecturer. I was lecturing philosophy, literature, and to a very advanced level. So my background is filled with intellectual studies. And I revere, still now, and respect people that do go down that path. I mean, it's just a very valuable thing to do. But as far as Zen practice is concerned, sorry guys, nope. Do we have to ignore altogether texts? Of course not. They are there to question our practice, fuel some of our experiences, but we don't have to collect those things, and certainly not to try to gather, to pile up some impressions, some breakthrough. Just let them go. Because Zen practice is there to free, to really free us. We don't have to look like this sort of stuff, full of bits and pieces, a room, a room which is just impossible to move through. We need to experience space. We're invited to experience space. So insights should be fully accepted and fully relinquished. Just shut them out. As I said before, as you live, sometimes wisdom will manifest itself in a very fresh, in a very dynamic, in a very vivid way. You're not going to quote yourself, quoting yourself, if you see what I mean. You're not going to try to put forward your past experience as a way to clarify this moment. You're going to let, with I don't know mind, things teaching you. And then the natural flow and the natural dynamic of wisdom takes place. This is my kind of take on what is often said about the Dharma, not relying on written words. Of course we are dealing with written words. But as life is met, as life itself is experienced, written words are cast away. For a Christian, meeting Christ is not meeting a guy that lived 2,000 years ago, a bit more than that. It's to meet now. This reality, which is beyond the world of representation. Do I care about Buddhism? I don't care. I like Buddhist art, you can see it behind me, but really I don't care about Buddhism. I care about sitting, I know a bit about sewing, I know about working, I know a bit about begging. I know those few things, and they're very, very simple. And the more I go, the more I actually teach, the less I've got to say. I started this video without knowing where I was going to go, without having in mind what I was going to say. Am I jazzing up? Am I just improvising? I don't know. But there's something which tell me that if we put the teachings in cans, and if you put it in bottles, if you make potions and notions, we of course lose it all. So even if you've got the most amazing realization of the world, come back now. Get up from your seat. Live your life. Allow the 10,000 things to come forward and teach you. Be well. And sorry for this very clumsy words, but they felt very much needed. Oh, one more thing, which is very much connected to what I said before, I think. The point of living this life is not living somebody else's life. So it's not about living the life your partner, your parent, your peer, your child wants you to live. It's to live your life. So what is your life. And it's not Buddhist, I tell you. It's crazy. Buddhist life. That's a joke. As I sometimes write it, you know, when the seeing and the object seen are one, when Shikantaza is totally open, there's no more Buddhism there. We don't care. Take care. Take care about the real thing. Anyway, take care of the real thing. Have a great life. And thank you for your patience.